Oh, come on.
Adam is in need of a second date update this morning, and it's kind of what we do. Hi, Adam.
What's up, guys?
Not much. What's going on?
Well, first, I appreciate you guys doing this. I've just been super bummed out. So I've been single for, a long time, and I meet a lot of women. But rarely do I find one that I actually do like to date, and I like this one.
So this is someone you want to date more than once. You like dating around, but this is someone you might want to have a relationship with?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And we had a great time. We went out to dinner downtown. Had a lot of drinks. It was one of those nights where, the alcohol got away from us a little bit. And I had no plans to get that wasted. I did think she did either. She ate, drunk, all that. So we ended up taking an Uber back to my place because I lived the closest, of course. And the plan was to, sober up and go back, go get our cars or something and just hang out, no plan. And it wasn't like we were planning on hooking up or anything. We were just, having a good time, enjoying the moment. And
having fun and trying to get sober.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is back at your place.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure you didn't have the intention of hooking up?
No. Because we were just laughing and joking, messing around and just having a good time,
Okay.
But I did kiss her.
Okay.
So,
of course.
She was there for just a couple of hours. She did ended up just Ubering home. She didn't feel like she could drive still, which was cool. I totally respected that. But there wasn't anything that happened, that would make me think I'll never hear from her again. And I have texted her a few times, and she just didn't respond. So I don't know, what to do, what to try. So I thought I'll start with you guys.
Okay.
So I know you said you didn't plan to hook up. I just want to confirm. I just want to make sure I understand. You did hook up. You didn't go into this with the intention of hooking up, but you did hook up.
No sex. No sex.
You did not. Okay.
No sex. No.
But you did make out.
We did make out, yes.
Okay. That's why she only hung for a couple of hours, because she probably realized, this ain't going to happen. I may as well just go home.
Yeah. Maybe she wanted you to, and when you didn't, she was like, oh, well, fine.
I may as well go home, sleep in my own bed.
Oh, wow. Maybe. Okay.
I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
We have absolutely no clue whatsoever what happened.
We're wrong more often than not.
That is the truth.
Hard to predict these things.
Yes.
Okay, so she goes home after a couple hours. There was no talk since then? No discussion?
No talk or anything, no text, nothing.
And you've gone over it in your head 1,000 times and can't think of what could possibly be her issue?
Yeah, you know me so well. Yep.
Well, we're used to a certain MO around here. Well, Adam, why don't we take a break? When we come back, we'll call her up and see what's going on.
Cool, thank you.
As Second Date Update continues next, Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102. Adam enjoys dating. I know people who are like that. Some people complain about dating. He's looking for a relationship. Adam was okay with it until he met Lucy. And then he was like, this is someone I might actually like to get to know better.
I dig this one.
Yes. Maybe have a relationship with. So they made dinner plans. They ended up having a great time, maybe too great a time, because there was a lot of drinking involved and they could not drive home. So they Ubered back to his place because he lived closer to the restaurant than she did. The plan wasn't to hook up. It was just to sort of sober up. A couple hours went by. They made out. I think that was it. Didn't go beyond that. She ended up Ubering back home a couple hours later, and that was the last he heard from her.
Is that accurate?
I got most of that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So now we're going to call Lucy and try to get her side of the story and see what went down.
All right, cool.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lucy?
Yes, who is this?
Hi, Lucy. It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. Did you get your car back?
Oh, my God. Jeff and Jenn. Oh, my God.
How you doing?
Wow. Okay.
So guess who we talked to?
I can absolutely guess. Adam, was it?
It was Adam. He
Yes.
sounds really nice.
He does.
Yeah, he is a nice guy. You talked to him?
Yes. We've actually got him on the line. Full disclosure, he told us about your dinner date, how much fun you guys had. You all went back to his place to sober up, and then you Ubered back, and he hasn't seen or heard from you since. And the reason you're getting a phone call from us is because this is a guy who typically enjoys sort of dating around, but you were the first person in a long time that he saw some potential with. So maybe you didn't feel the same way, or maybe you got other stuff going on, but we thought we'd just check in.
All right. So listen to this. We
Here it comes.
were
I love
having a
this.
great time.
I'm sorry, what?
We were having a great time.
Okay.
I really liked him. I thought he was cute and funny and really nice.
Yeah.
And we got drunk. I mean, way more drunk than I like to get on a date.
Yeah.
You were just having so much fun, it just kind of hit you all of a sudden. You didn't realize.
All of it. Exactly.
I figured that was the case when he said, we didn't plan to get wasted.
It just happened.
I get it.
So we decided to go and hang out at his place for a little while, which was fine. I mean, I thought it would be okay. But then he did this thing, and I didn't know what to do. Okay.
Okay.
I'll explain. We're at his place, and he asked me if I wanted some coffee to help sober up. And I was like, yeah, that would be great. And I'm waiting in the living room, and he's in the kitchen, and I'm just looking around his place. You know, you can tell a lot about a person from their place. He has all these pictures of him playing baseball when he was a kid. I thought it was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple family pictures. And I'm not trying to be nosy, but I was curious, you know?
Well, you got him on display. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not,
I mean,
you know,
if they're
you're just
out,
looking
it's not like
around.
you're going through his mail.
Yeah, I'm not looking through anything. I'm just looking at the things that are out on display.
Yeah.
So I'm there by myself for a few minutes, and he comes back carrying a tray of coffee and creamer with sweeteners on it.
Yeah.
And he's naked from the waist down.
Oh.
Carrying a
And he
tray.
says,
Okay.
yeah, right. And he says, how about a hot toddy and a little dickie?
How about a hot toddy and a little dicky?
And I
that's a
just
line.
busted out laughing. I didn't know what to do. It was
That's
so
pretty
awkward.
funny.
Yeah, that's an uncomfortable moment. So what did you say? Did you say?
awkward.
What did you say? You said, "Sure, I'll take one of each."
No, I didn't say that. I laughed it off, and I was like, "I'll take the toddy, but hold the dickie until date 3."
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's
That's a pretty quick comeback
Yeah.
for when you're kind of drunk.
sounds like you handled
Yeah.
it well.
I think so. So he smiled, and he turned around and went back into the kitchen. He put his pants back on, and he came back out with the coffee. And he acted like he didn't even just do that.
He acted like nothing happened.
Exactly. I thought it was so weird.
Well, what do you do at that point?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get angry or defensive or.
Right. To his credit, he didn't.
Well, you two did have a lot to drink. We'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if he hadn't come out with that line? Would you have entertained it, or are you holding firm on that third date thing?
Oh, no, I'm holding firm on the third date. It's a policy I have
I see.
with myself.
Right.
It's your thing.
So it wasn't like, well, I was thinking about it, but now I'm going to have to say no until the third date.
I really didn't have any intention of hooking up on the first date.
Oh, that's funny.
So does that mean there won't be a second date? Like, are you out completely? Because it feels to me like you left the door open.
I don't know. How do you come back from that? It's
I don't know. I think it's kind of silly. Let's talk to Adam because, you know, we got him on the line. Adam, do you even remember saying that?
I forget all about that.
How drunk were you?
I was pretty drunk. And I was so drunk, I guess I thought like it would be like a funny thing to do. Now I'm sober, it really wasn't. It really is weird hearing it out loud. I guess I was even drunker than I thought. So,
I mean, is that
yeah.
a move? Is that?
I don't know, for my teenage or my college self, yeah, but like now as a grown man, nah. Man, Lucy, I really do apologize for that. Like, wow.
I think it's weird, and I think it's funny, and it's weird, and it's awkward, and it's ridiculous all at the same time. And I think the fact that he was just kind of like, okay, and he turned around and he went back into the kitchen
Life
and he
goes
put his
on.
pants on
Yeah.
and brought you the coffee. And I mean, a lot of men would take that maybe as rejection and get all, butthurt over it. And the fact that he was able to just shake it off and go with it, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. Take your pants off, get rejected, go back in the kitchen. Life goes on.
That's right. So, I mean, and how was it then after he came back out? You had the coffee. I mean, obviously you didn't stay all night. So did you how much longer did you hang out and talk? And
It was totally another hour. It was like the most normal thing ever.
There you go.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll ask you one more time. How do you feel about a second date? We'll pay for it. Maybe not get too wasted this time. See how that goes.
Oh yeah, of course not. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I had a good time.
I think that's a good call.
All right.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Then we'll set it up with Adam. You'll be hearing from Adam again soon.
Okay, we'll do it. We're not going back to my place. No.
Okay.
Not until day 3.
Not
Day
until
Right.
day 3. All right.
That's so
then.
funny. And Jeff's going to go home and see what kind of trays he has in the cabinets to carry hot
Yeah, I'm
toddies
throwing all
on.
those out.
All right. Well, you two have fun. Best of luck to you both. And thanks for coming on Second Date Update. We enjoyed talking to you. That was funny.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If you need a little help with the second date update, just email Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Okay. Want to de-stress? Close some tabs. There's actually something to that. And is cereal soup? Got a handful of just random stuff to cover in our next news that didn't make the news.